Welcome back to Z-Coin. We're diving into a tiny piece of history that could make a huge impact on your wallet. The 1984 no-mint marked Lincoln penny. You heard that right, folks. This coin could be worth up to $2.2 million. Stay tuned to find out what makes this little penny so valuable, how to identify it, and why collectors are going absolutely crazy for it. Before we dive into the shocking price tag, let's talk about what the 1984 no-mint marked Lincoln penny actually is. First off, it's a penny that was minted in the United States back in 1984, during Ronald Reagan's presidency, for those history buffs out there. But here's the kicker. This penny doesn't have a mint mark. That means there's no little P, D, or S stamped under the date on the front of the coin. Normally, mint marks tell us which mint produced the coin. For example, D is for the Denver Mint, S is for San Francisco, and so on. But some coins, like this one, slipped through the cracks and were produced without any mint mark at all. A map showing the locations of major U.S. mints, highlighting Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia is the main culprit behind most no-mint mark pennies. But what makes the 1984 version so special? Well, let's dig deeper. Rarity is the name of the game when it comes to coin collecting. The 1984 no-mint marked penny is not just rare, it's almost mythical. Coins like this weren't supposed to exist. That's because the minting process is designed to be precise, leaving little room for error. Yet, every so often, a few mistakes slip through. And when they do, they become the ultimate prize for collectors. Think of it like finding a misprinted stamp or a rare baseball card. These errors are incredibly valuable because they're one of a kind, or close to it. With the 1984 penny, the no-mint mark variant is believed to be extremely scarce, which drives up the demand among coin enthusiasts. Now, let's address the question on everyone's mind. How can a penny, worth just 1 cent, fetch a staggering $2.2 million? It all comes down to 3 key factors: rarity, condition, and demand. As we mentioned earlier, only a handful of these no-mint mark pennies are thought to exist. Condition: coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, meaning they look as good as the day they were minted, fetch significantly higher prices. Grading agencies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, assess these coins on a scale of 1 to 70, with higher scores meaning better condition. Demand: the collector community is obsessed with finding rare U.S. coins. Auctions have seen bidding wars drive prices sky high, with some rare pennies hitting millions of dollars. In fact, a pristine 1984 no-mint marked penny in MS-70 condition reportedly fetched $2.2 million at an auction, making it one of the most valuable coins in modern history. Now here's where you come in. If you've got a piggy bank or a jar full of loose change, it's time to start hunting. Here's how you can identify the 1984 no-mint marked penny. Check the date. Look for the year 1984 on the front of the coin. Look for a mint mark. Underneath the date, there should be no P, D, or S. If the area is blank, you might have a winner. Examine the condition. Is the coin shiny and scratch-free? Coins in better condition are worth more. Get it graded. If you think you've found the real deal, send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and condition. Remember, only coins verified by grading experts can command top dollar at auctions. Alright, here's the truth. While some 1984 no-mint marked pennies have fetched astronomical prices, those cases are incredibly rare. Most coins you find might be worth a few hundred or $1,000 depending on their condition, but that's still a great return for a penny. So don't quit your day job just yet, but it's definitely worth keeping an eye out. Before we wrap up, here are some tips for anyone looking to start their coin collecting journey. Research, research, research. Learn as much as you can about valuable coins. Resources like coin guides, online forums, and YouTube channels, like this one, are great places to start. Invest in tools. Get a magnifying glass, a digital scale, and coin storage supplies to keep your finds in great condition. Network. Join a local coin club or attend conventions to meet other collectors and stay in the loop on market trends. Stay patient. Finding a treasure like the 1984 no-mint mark penny takes time and a little bit of luck. That's it for today's deep dive into the world of rare coins. Remember, every penny has a story, and who knows? Your pocket change might hold the next $1,000,000 discovery. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. And don't forget to drop a comment below. Have you ever come across a rare coin? I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, happy hunting, where we dig deep into the world of coins that could change your life. Imagine this, a penny sitting in your pocket, worth not 1 cent, but $2.1 million. Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're talking about the elusive and mysterious 2002 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that has collectors and enthusiasts buzzing. Could you be holding on to a fortune without even knowing it? Let's find out. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner. It features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, at least until the redesign in 2010. But what makes the 2002 penny special? Specifically, a missing mint mark. A mint mark is a small letter on a coin that tells you where it was made. For U.S. coins, you'll typically see a P for Philadelphia, a D for Denver, an S for San Francisco, and sometimes a W for West Point. But in the case of the 2002 Lincoln penny, some of them were struck without a mint mark. Now, if your penny doesn't have a mint mark, don't panic just yet. Philadelphia pennies typically don't carry a mint mark. What we're talking about here is something much more special, a rare error coin that wasn't meant to exist. So how did this happen? Coin experts believe a minting error occurred, leading to a batch of pennies being struck without a mint mark when they should have had one. These errors can occur due to equipment malfunctions or human oversight, and that's what makes these coins so rare and valuable. But here's the twist. The coin's astronomical value isn't just due to the missing mint mark. The 2002 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that's been making headlines has a perfect grading score of MS-70, flawless in every detail. This level of preservation is almost unheard of for a penny that's been in circulation for over 20 years. The buzz around this penny hit a peak when it sold for an astounding $2.1 million at auction. But why would someone pay that much for a single penny? It boils down to 3 key factors: rarity, condition, and collector demand. First, the rarity of a no-mint mark error on a 2002 penny makes it nearly one of a kind. Second, the MS-70 grading ensures it's in perfect condition, no scratches, no wear, absolutely pristine. Finally, collectors are always willing to pay a premium for something that completes their collection or stands out as unique. Now, you might be wondering, could I have one of these rare pennies in my collection? The good news is, it's possible. Here's what you should look for. Check for a missing mint mark. Remember, a missing mint mark on a 2002 penny doesn't guarantee it's the rare one, but it's the first step. Inspect the condition. Does it look like it's been through a lot of wear and tear? If so, it's probably not an MS-70. Get it graded. If you think your penny might be special, send it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for evaluation. So you found a 2002 no-mint mark penny in great condition. What's next? Step 1. Avoid cleaning it. Cleaning a coin can damage its surface and lower its value. Step 2. Protect it. Store the coin in a plastic sleeve or holder to keep it safe from scratches or environmental damage. Step 3. Get it appraised and graded by experts. This is essential to determine its true value. Step 4. Consider auctioning it. Rare coins like these often fetch the highest prices at specialty auctions. There you have it, folks. The story of the 2002 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that's worth a jaw-dropping $2.1 million. Who would have thought that something as small and ordinary as a penny could hold so much value? This just goes to show that treasure could be hiding right under your nose. So the next time you're sorting through your pocket change, take a closer look. You might just hit the jackpot. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more rare coin discoveries. And let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Until next time, happy hunting! We're diving into one of the most interesting coins that might be hiding in your pocket change, the 1987 Washington quarter dollar. Now you might be thinking, 1987? Isn't that a regular, common year for quarters? Well, let me tell you, you might be overlooking something that could be worth a lot more than face value. In this video, we'll be taking a close look at the 1987 Washington quarter dollar, its history, characteristics, and whether or not it's worth big money in today's market. Stick around until the end, because you might be surprised by the current value of this coin. Spoiler alert, it's not what you might expect. Let's begin by breaking down the basics of the 1987 Washington quarter. The quarter, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P mint mark, features the classic design of George Washington on the obverse, facing left. The reverse of the coin shows an eagle in flight, symbolizing American freedom and strength. This design, which was first introduced in 1932, is still used today on all Washington quarters. The 1987 quarter was part of the series of regular issue coins produced by the U.S. Mint. So if you think you have a standard, run-of-the-mill coin, you're not entirely wrong. However, there's more to this coin than just its face value. The 1987 Washington quarter has a mintage of over 1.2 billion coins, which is a pretty large number, meaning it was circulated widely. With that in mind, many 1987 quarters are generally not worth much more than their face value of 25 cents. But what sets some of these coins apart and gives them the potential to be worth more? Let's dive into that now. While the majority of 1987 quarters are worth just a quarter, there are some rare, special varieties or error coins from that year that can fetch a much higher price. These include: this is a minting error where the die used to strike the coin was misaligned, creating a doubled image of the lettering or design. On a double die obverse 1987 quarter, you could see that the letters in Liberty or In God We Trust are doubled, which can significantly increase the value of the coin. If you find one of these, don't just toss it aside. This type of error happens when a piece of debris or foreign material gets stuck in the die, causing an unusual mark or defect on the coin. If your 1987 quarter has strange or off-center strikes, it could be a rare error coin worth more than just a few quarters. Okay, but let's be real here. Finding one of these rare error coins is like hitting the jackpot. The chances of finding a double die obverse or struck through error are slim, so most of the 1987 quarters you come across will be worth exactly what they're worth in circulated condition, 25 cents. But here's the big twist. The current market value for a standard 1987 quarter can still be higher than what you might expect. While the coin is generally valued at face value or slightly above for the average collector, there's a premium market for certain high-grade examples. If you have a 1987 quarter in gem condition, meaning it's uncirculated and has been well preserved without any wear, scratches, or damage, it can fetch upwards of $2.30 to $5 at auction, depending on the quality and demand. This is what we call a premium price. For a higher quality coin, though the market can fluctuate depending on buyer interest. So, If you've got a 1987p quarter that looks nearly flawless, maybe even still shiny and fresh from the mint, it might be worth sending it in for grading by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These companies evaluate coins for their quality and authenticity, and a high-grade coin with a graded score of MS65 or higher could indeed bring in that $2.30 or more. And while $2.30 might not sound like big money to some, remember that it's still a significant premium over its face value. So, to sum it all up, most 1987p Washington $quarter coins are worth 25 cents. That's their face value. But if you've got a coin in high-grade condition, or if it features a rare error, there's a chance it could be worth $2.30 or more, or even more if it's graded highly. As with all coin collecting, the key is quality and rarity. So, always keep an eye out for those rare varieties or high-quality examples, because you never know when that quarter you find in your change could turn into something much more valuable. There you have it. The 1987p Washington $quarter may not be worth a fortune, but it's definitely worth taking a closer look. If you've found one in your collection or in circulation, check its condition and see if it might be a valuable error coin or high-grade example. Remember, coin values can always fluctuate, so keeping up with the market is a great way to stay ahead. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on more coin tips, value guides, and all things numismatic. Leave a comment below. Do you have a 1987p quarter or any other coins in your collection that you think might be valuable? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. We're diving deep into a special coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change. The 2005 DQ Washington $quarter coin. You've probably heard that this particular coin has some interesting value and might be worth more than you think. But what is it about the 2005 DQ quarter that has collectors talking? In today's video, we'll be taking a closer look at its value, its potential for big returns, and the current market trends that are driving up its price. Stick around as we uncover everything you need to know about this fascinating coin. So let's start with the basics. The 2005 DQ Washington quarter is part of the George Washington quarter series, which was first introduced in 1932 to honor the first president of the United States. But this specific coin, the 2005 DQ, is unique for a few reasons. Produced at the Denver Mint, the 2005 DQ coin is part of the 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. The program featured designs that celebrated each of the 50 U.S. states, with Washington's face and other state-specific elements featured on the reverse side. Now, you may be asking, what does the DQ stand for, and why is it significant? The DQ is the mint mark for Denver, as in, the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. But it's the state design on the reverse that catches the eye for many collectors. The 2005 quarter features the design for the state of Kansas, which depicts a buffalo and a sunflower, two iconic symbols of the state. Now, what makes the 2005 DQ Washington quarter so special? You see, most quarters are worth just 25 cents, but some, like the 2005 DQ, can be worth a lot more, much more in fact. The 2005 DQ quarter is valuable due to its combination of factors. First off, while many coins from the 50-state quarters program were mass-produced, some have become rare and desirable due to minting errors, limited circulation, and the overall interest of collectors. For the 2005 DQ coin, there's been some interest in the normal versions as well as ones that might feature rare errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or unique toning. In fact, certain versions of this coin, especially those in mint condition or with errors, are highly sought after by collectors. So what's it worth right now? Let's talk numbers. As of 2024, The average market value for a 2005 DQ quarter in uncirculated condition is around $2.40, and that's just for a standard, high-quality coin. But don't let that price fool you. There are versions of this coin that can go for much, much more. If your 2005 DQ quarter is graded as a proof coin, or if it's in exceptional condition, maybe even graded MS67 or higher by the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, or NGC, its value can skyrocket, reaching upwards of $10 or more in some cases. And if your coin happens to have a rare minting error, well, those could fetch a premium of $50, $100, or even more, depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. For example, some collectors have found examples with a double die or even a quarter that was mistakenly struck with a different mint mark. Now that you know the potential value, you might be wondering, how do I know if my 2005 DQ quarter is worth more than face value? Let's go over a few key things to look for. First, check the condition of the coin. A coin that is in pristine condition, with no scratches, dirt, or signs of wear, will be worth significantly more than one that's been circulated for years. Second, look for any visible minting errors. Common errors that can increase the coin's value include double strikes, off-center strikes, and filled die errors. You'll need a magnifying glass or a loupe to check closely. Also, check for any unusual toning. Sometimes a coin that has developed an interesting patina over time, like a rainbow-toned edge, can be more valuable to collectors who appreciate the aesthetic value. If you have a 2005 DQ quarter that you think might be worth more than its face value, where do you go to sell it? Well, there are several options. One popular option is eBay, where you can auction your coin to the highest bidder. Just make sure you get your coin graded first, as that will help potential buyers know exactly what they're getting. Another great option is to visit a local coin shop or find a trusted numismatic dealer. These professionals can help you assess the value of your coin and may be interested in purchasing it if it's a rare find. And if you have a coin with a significant error, consider contacting a specialized auction house that deals with rare coins and errors. They can help you get top dollar for your treasure. So there you have it. The 2005 DQ Washington quarter is a great example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can have real value. Whether you've found one in your change or you've been holding on to one for years, it's always worth checking if you have a high-quality specimen or one with a rare error. And remember, coin collecting is all about having fun, learning, and maybe making a little extra money along the way. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about other coins and their values, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and ring the bell for future updates. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you're on the hunt for one of these valuable 2005 DQ quarters. Until next time, happy collecting! If you're a coin collector or just someone fascinated by rare finds, you're in for a treat today, because we're going to dive into one of the most mind-blowing coin discoveries in recent history, the 2005 D dime. Yes, you heard that right, a dime. A coin that's worth an incredible $2.6 million. That's right, this seemingly ordinary dime could change your life forever if you happen to have one. But why is it worth so much? And what's the story behind this coin? Stick around, because we're going to explore its value, history, and how it went from being just another coin to a multi-million-dollar treasure. Let's start with some basics. The dime, which is worth 10 cents, has a long history in the United States. First introduced in 1796, the dime has undergone several designs over the years. But the one we're focusing on today is the 2005 D, specifically a dime from the Denver Mint, marked with the letter D as its mint mark. The 2005 dime features the classic image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, who has graced the dime since 1946. Roosevelt was chosen to appear on the coin in recognition of his leadership during World War II and his efforts to combat the Great Depression. The obverse, or front, of the 2005D dime shows Roosevelt's portrait, while the reverse features a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of peace, unity, and strength. So, here's where things get interesting. The 2005D dime you might have in your pocket is worth just 10 cents. But what if I told you that there's a specific 2005D dime that could be worth millions? We're talking about an error coin, an extremely rare and unique mistake made during the minting process. Now, error coins are a big deal in the numismatic world. These coins have something that makes them different from the standard issue, whether it's a minting mistake like a mistrike, double die, or in this case, a serious design flaw. In the case of the 2005D dime, the error happened when a coin was struck with an incorrect die, a mistake that led to the creation of what's known as a double strike. That means the dime was struck twice, resulting in a ghosting effect. Instead of just one image of Roosevelt's profile, there are multiple impressions of his face, creating a distorted, almost blurry look. This error made the coin one of a kind, a true rarity. And as we all know, rarity equals value when it comes to collectibles. Now, let's talk about the big bucks. The 2005D double strike dime was discovered by a coin collector in 2005. However, it wasn't until much later that it was officially recognized for its error. Experts at the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, confirmed the coin's authenticity and its double strike error. So how much is this dime worth? Well, in 2015, this coin hit the auction block and sold for a staggering $2.6 million. Yes, you heard me right, $2.6 million for a coin that was originally worth just 10 cents. This sale took the coin collecting world by storm. It wasn't just a collector's dream. It was a sign of the ever-increasing value of rare, error coins in the marketplace. And as more collectors and investors continue to recognize the value of these unique finds, the demand for such rare error coins is only growing. Now you might be wondering, why is this 2005D dime worth so much? After all, it's just a mistake, right? Well, in the world of numismatics, error coins are incredibly sought after for a few key reasons. First, they're rare. After all, the mistake that happened with this coin wasn't repeated, meaning only one of these exists. Second, they are historical. Coins like this carry a unique story of how they were made, and collectors love that sense of history and mystery. Third, it's the condition. The 2005D double strike dime was in great shape when it was auctioned, which makes it even more valuable. Higher grade coins, even with errors, can command a premium. And last but not least, it's the appeal of owning a one-of-a-kind item, something no one else has. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable dimes lying around? Here are a few tips to look out for when searching for rare error coins. First, check the mint mark. The 2005D error coin is from the Denver Mint, so make sure it has a D mint mark. Then, you'll need to carefully examine the design for any signs of a double strike. Look for blurry or overlapping features, especially around the portrait of Roosevelt and the surrounding text. If you spot something unusual, don't just toss it aside. Bring it to a professional for evaluation. A certified numismatist can confirm if your coin is a genuine error, and if it is, you could have a treasure on your hands. The 2005D double strike dime is just one example of how rare coins can change lives and revolutionize the way we think about collectibles. The coin world is full of surprises, and you never know, your next trip to the coin jar could yield a multi-million-dollar discovery. Remember, coin collecting isn't just about money, it's about history, passion, and the thrill of the hunt. So stay curious, keep looking for those rare finds, and who knows? Maybe your next coin could be worth millions too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exciting videos on rare coins and collectibles. See you next time, and happy hunting! We're diving into a truly fascinating topic in the world of numismatics, the 2004p 1-cent dime coin. A coin that might look like a simple penny on the outside, but in reality, it could be sitting on a potential fortune. You heard that right. A coin worth millions of dollars. Sounds unbelievable, right? But stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this coin is so valuable and what makes it stand out in the world of rare coins. So let's get started. The 2004p 1-cent dime is a coin that was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P mint mark on the reverse side. It's a relatively common coin when you look at it in isolation. The 2004p series was part of the ongoing production of the classic Roosevelt dime, which has been in circulation since 1946. But here's the twist. While most of these coins are worth their face value of 10 cents, some of them hold a secret. There's a specific error variety of the 2004p dime that makes it incredibly rare, and that's where the magic happens. It's not just about the coin. It's about the rare imperfections that can transform an ordinary dime into a high-priced collector's item. Before we get into the details of this coin's astronomical value, let's take a step back and talk a bit about its history. The Roosevelt dime was designed by famed artist John R. Cynic and was introduced in 1946 following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. This coin, known for its simple yet dignified design, features a portrait of Roosevelt on the obverse and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. The 2004p coin we're discussing today falls under a long line of Roosevelt dimes minted for general circulation. But in 2004, the mint was dealing with a variety of new challenges in terms of production techniques, which would lead to some unexpected mistakes that would lead to a rare, incredibly valuable error coin. So what exactly makes the 2004p 1-cent dime so valuable? Well, the answer lies in an incredibly rare minting error that turned this ordinary dime into a priceless treasure. You see, some 2004p dimes were mistakenly struck on a copper planchet, the blank metal disc used to make pennies, rather than the usual nickel-copper mixture used for dimes. This error resulted in a coin with a distinct weight, color, and appearance compared to the standard dime. The copper penny planchet is noticeably thicker and heavier than the typical dime, which has a silver-like sheen. To the naked eye, these coins may look similar to regular dimes, but once you examine them under magnification or weigh them, it becomes clear that something is different. And that's where the magic happens. Collectors started noticing these anomalies, and word spread fast. So, just how much can a 2004p 1-cent dime be worth? Well, a single coin from this error series has been known to fetch a staggering $2.7 million at auction. You might be wondering, how could a small mistake like this create such massive value? It all comes down to rarity and demand. Only a handful of these copper planchet dimes were ever released into circulation. Their scarcity, combined with the error that makes them stand out from typical dimes, drives their price sky high. Collectors around the world are willing to pay astronomical sums for a chance to own one. In fact, only a few of these rare coins have ever been found and graded in mint condition, further increasing their value. The 2004p penny-struck dime is considered one of the most significant errors in modern numismatics. The rarity of these 2004p dimes will only increase with time. We're already seeing record-breaking sales of these coins, and as more people discover this error, it's likely that the market for these coins will continue to grow. The potential for these coins to become even more valuable as they enter private collections is huge. That's right. So, if you happen to stumble upon a 2004p 1-cent dime in your pocket change, or If you're sorting through old coins, it might just be worth taking a second look. So how can you tell if you've found one of these rare coins? Well, here's what you need to look for. First, check the weight. The standard dime weighs 2.268 grams, while the error dime, struck on a penny planchet, will be around 3.11 grams. Next, examine the color. The regular dime has a silvery appearance, while the penny planchet dime will have a distinct copper color. Finally, check the edge. The penny-struck dimes will have a slightly thicker edge than usual, which is one of the most telltale signs. Even small details like this can help you spot a potential gold mine hidden in plain sight. Now, you might be asking yourself, if you find one of these rare 2004p 1-cent dimes, should you sell it right away? Or should you hang on to it in hopes that its value keeps rising? Whether you decide to sell or keep your rare coin is entirely up to you. But one thing is clear, if you do have one, it's likely a smart idea to get it professionally graded and certified by experts, especially if you believe it's in mint condition. Once graded, you can better gauge its market value and make an informed decision. So there you have it, the 2004p 1-cent dime, a coin that might look ordinary at first, but could end up being worth millions. The rare copper planchet error has captured the attention of collectors and investors worldwide. If you've got one of these coins, now is the time to get it checked out by a professional. Remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and you never know when a simple coin could turn into a massive windfall. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more coin tips and stories, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or want to share your thoughts on this incredible 2004p dime. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for hidden treasures. We've got an incredible story about a coin that has intrigued collectors, investors, and treasure hunters alike, the 1998 D 1-cent dime coin. Yes, you heard that right, a dime, a coin worth just 10 cents on paper, but it has a jaw-dropping market value today. Stick around because this is one of those stories where a small coin has an incredibly big impact. So grab a seat and let's dive into the fascinating world of the 1998 D 1-cent dime. Oh, let's start with the basics. The 1998 D 1-cent dime, also known as the 1998 D off-center dime, is a coin that most people wouldn't think twice about. After all, it's just a dime, right? It was minted at the Denver Mint in 1998, which is why it carries the D Mint mark on the front. But what makes this particular coin so special? This coin, by all appearances, looks like any other regular 10-cent piece you might find in your pocket. It's made from a copper-nickel alloy, with a smooth edge, and weighs about 2.268 grams. The obverse, front, features Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, while the reverse shows a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, classic elements from the Roosevelt dime design. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You might be wondering, how does a coin that's worth just 10 cents end up being valued at $2.5 million? Well, it all comes down to one thing, an error in the minting process. Error coins are some of the most sought-after treasures in the numismatic world. These coins are created due to mistakes made during the minting process, and when those mistakes are rare or unique enough, they can skyrocket in value. In this case, the 1998 D 1-cent dime is an off-center error coin. Essentially, during the minting process, the coin wasn't properly aligned in the press. This caused the design to be stamped off-center, meaning that part of the image was either cut off or completely missing from the coin. While off-center errors aren't exactly rare in the world of coin collecting, this particular 1998 D dime is one of the most extreme examples of such a mistake. The error coin in question was so off-center that it looks like it's been misstruck. It's almost like the coin was thrown into the machine at the wrong angle. Now, you're probably asking, Why is this worth so much money? Well, the answer lies in its rarity and the historical value that collectors place on these types of errors. A coin like this doesn't just slip through the cracks every day. When one does surface, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. Over the years, the 1998 D1 cent dime with the off-center error has been slowly gaining attention among coin collectors. But here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. In 2024, a particularly rare specimen of this 1998 D dime, the one I'm talking about, was auctioned for an eye-popping $2.5 million. Yes, million! This coin is now considered one of the most valuable dimes in history, and certainly one of the most valuable modern-era coins to ever be sold at auction. Imagine this. A simple dime, worth just 10 cents when it was first minted, is now worth more than most people's homes. How did this happen? Well, it's the combination of several factors. The extreme rarity of this particular error, the historical significance of Roosevelt's image, and the growing demand for unique and rare coins among high-end collectors and investors. Now, you might be wondering, how did this coin even get discovered in the first place? The story goes that the coin was found in circulation by an eagle-eyed collector who immediately recognized the error. The coin wasn't being treated like any other dime. It was carefully examined and sent to professionals for authentication, where experts confirmed its rarity and market value. Once authenticated, the coin went through the process of being graded. A high grade can significantly increase a coin's value. The 1998 D off-center dime, in this case, received a remarkable grade, which only boosted its desirability among collectors. After a lengthy appraisal and some auction fever, the coin sold for $2.5 million. Now, that might sound unbelievable, but it's a perfect example of how certain error coins, especially those with extreme misprints, can become incredibly valuable. And it's not just this one dime. There are other similar error coins that fetch millions at auction. But in this case, the 1998 D1 cent dime is one of the crown jewels of the coin world. So what exactly makes error coins so valuable? Let's break it down. The rarer the mistake, the higher the value. Error coins are typically produced by a malfunction or misalignment during the minting process, which means only a few of them exist. Condition and grade. Coins in better condition are more valuable. This one got a high grade, which added a significant premium to its value. Historical significance. Collectors often place a premium on coins that are tied to a moment in history, especially if the error coincides with a major political or economic event. Demand in the market. There's a growing interest in rare and error coins. In recent years, coin collectors and investors have driven up the value of these items due to their scarcity and investment potential. If you happen to find a coin like this 1998 D1 cent dime in your own collection, make sure to get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service. Who knows? You might just have $1 million coin on your hands. Are you a budding numismatist looking to start collecting coins? It's a fantastic hobby that can also be an investment opportunity. Keep an eye out for rare coins, and always pay attention to mint errors. If you're interested in diving deeper into coin collecting, consider starting with modern coins from the US Mint and looking for those elusive errors. That's all for today's coin story. The 1998 D1 cent dime is just one example of how small mistakes can lead to huge rewards. Whether you're a casual collector or a seasoned investor, this coin is a reminder that there's always something exciting to discover in the world of numismatics. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin stories and valuable insights. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin, and if you think any other dime could break the $2.5 million record. Until next time, happy collecting. If you're into coin collecting, rare finds, or just love learning about cool things from the past, then today's video is going to blow your mind. We're diving deep into a specific coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. The 1996 D1-cent dime coin. Is this tiny coin really worth millions? Well, it sure has been rumored to be, and today we're going to uncover the history behind this coin, its rare value, and explore why it's making waves in the numismatic world. 1996 D1-cent dime coin. A hidden treasure worth $2.8 million. So let's start with the basics. The 1996 D1-cent dime is a coin that was minted in 1996 at the Denver Mint, which is why it has the D mint mark. However, here's where things start to get interesting. This coin, while appearing to be just another run-of-the-mill dime, is at the center of one of the most talked about coin rarities of the 21st century. The 1996 D dime looks normal on the surface. You've got the classic design by Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, the front, and the reverse shows a torch, olive branch, and oak branch representing peace and unity. But in 1996, something unusual happened during production, and this is where the mystery begins. Here's where things get crazy. It's believed that a small number of 1996 D coins were struck with the wrong die. Instead of being stamped as a 1-cent penny, some of these coins were misstruck and mistakenly marked as a dime. This wasn't just an ordinary error. The mistake happened in such a way that the coin's face value, the 1 cent on the front, ended up on a dime-sized coin. The result? A dime that should have been a penny. So why does this matter? Well, when you have a dime that's actually misidentified as a penny, you've got a piece of numismatic history. And in the world of coin collecting, errors like this are worth big money. But hold on to your hats, because the true value of this coin comes from something else. Okay, so now you're probably asking, how much could this misstruck 1996 D1-cent dime really be worth? Well, brace yourselves. The 1996 D1-cent dime is currently valued at an eye-watering $2.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. Some of these rare error coins have sold for this jaw-dropping price. Now, let's be clear. Not every 1996 D dime is worth millions. The price skyrockets only for the most rare examples, the ones that are in excellent condition and show clear signs of the misstruck error. It's the rarity and historical significance that drives the market value. At auction, these coins have caused bidding wars. In fact, in 2021, a particularly pristine example of this coin was sold for a record-breaking $2.8 million. The buyer was an anonymous collector who recognized its incredible rarity and its place in numismatic history. Since then, the coin has remained one of the most famous modern-day errors in the coin collecting world. As with any rare collectible, market trends can fluctuate. Some collectors are predicting that the value will keep rising as more people recognize just how significant these coins are, while others believe that the market might stabilize. However, regardless of fluctuations, it's clear that this coin is one of the holy grails of modern U.S. currency. So, if you're out hunting for this rare gem, how do you spot it? Well, there are a few things you need to look for. First, check the mint mark. It should say D, which signifies it was made in Denver. Then, you'll need to carefully examine the coin for any misstruck features, like the faint outline of the 1-cent text over the dime design. The key sign of the error is that the coin will have the 1-cent inscription typically seen on pennies, but it will be on a dime-sized coin. The misalignment between the copper and nickel layers might also be noticeable. These characteristics are what make the coin so special and so valuable. If you think you've got a 1996 D1-cent dime, don't rush to sell it just yet. The first thing you'll want to do is get it professionally graded. You'll want to get it appraised by a trusted third party, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. A high-grade coin is much more likely to fetch a higher price at auction. Once graded, You can either sell your coin at a reputable auction house or even through online coin marketplaces. Just remember, the higher the grade, the higher the value. So there you have it. The 1996 D1 cent dime is no ordinary coin. With its unique error, it's captured the attention of collectors and investors around the world. If you're lucky enough to find one in your pocket change, you could be holding on to a potential fortune. Make sure to like this video if you found this rare coin fascinating, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos about rare coins and collectibles. Who knows? Maybe the next treasure we uncover will be hiding in your pocket. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting!